welcome back to another episode of Maintenance with Mike. So for my subscribers that watch this channel, you'll probably remember that I like to destroy 3-point top links. I wrecked the first one that came with the tractor, pinched it and basically bent it and couldn't get it back apart or get it to open and close. So this one now, I've bent this little keeper. Once you extend the top link all the way where you want it, this is supposed to thread down and hold the barrel in a certain location. So where I had it on my box blade just now, where I was leveling the driveway out, when I lifted my box blade up all the way, it actually bent this thing down now, and now the threads don't line up and I can't get it to thread further down. So we're gonna do a repair on this today. It doesn't work now, so we've got nothing left to lose. So I think the game plan is gonna be is to zip cut this off and get it lined, bend it straight again, get it lined up with the threads so it sort of threads on and off very nicely. Tack it, try it again, and then thread it a little bit up the threads here so we've got a good lock on it, and just finish that weld. And then hopefully that'll continue to travel up and down the threads. It doesn't have to hold a lot of tension. It's for whatever reason, I forgot, I didn't thread it down. It was right at the top where it is now. When I lifted the box blade, it hit that pin and bent this, and we're at where we're at. So we've got to fix it, or either fix it or cut it off anyway, and come up with another game plan to hold this collar from, turning itself off and adjusting itself while we're using the box blade or the push cutter. So anyway, that's the game plan. Thanks for stopping by, and let's get started. Okay, so you want to make sure you got your eyes and ears on and a good set of gloves. And we're going to see if we can just trim through this enough that we can, I don't want to have to cut it right off. Would be nice. It'd be nice just to be able to cut one side and get it back on the threads here, but we'll see how it goes. There we go. That's through. So now let's see if we can get this back in the track. By adjusting it some. I might have to take this right off and go to the vise. Don't want to damage the rest of the threads. Okay. Guess we'll have to try to spread that apart a little bit. It starts, but you can see how it's off here. There's a small gap here. Okay, so put it in the vise here, and maybe put a set of vise grips on the cut here just to make sure we don't let it come up or down. Let's tighten those up a bit. The key is to not damage the threads on this bolt, because like I said, this doesn't work now anyway, so we really got nothing to lose, but I don't want to damage the threads, otherwise we won't be able to use it. Okay, let's see if we can straighten this now. Yeah, just what I was afraid of. It opened this up. So now we can thread it right off at least, I think, without damaging any of the threads. I think the threads on the bolt are harder than the threads on the collar, but I could be wrong. Okay, so we're getting this straight again, which is good. Without doing too much damage to the threads here is the idea. I think I might have to take it right off now and then try to close it up, thread it on, and then tack it from this end. Might be my easiest. So I should turn this way now to come. Okay, well that's promising. So we've got it moving now up and down the threads. So let's take it right out and straighten it fully. Then we'll slide it on here and tack it. See if we can get it to so you can see how that's pretty bent, eh? So we're making that nice and flat again. I thought I learned my lesson after the first one I bent. Apparently not, eh? Okay. I think that's going to be good. So when we tack this here, I believe it's going to pull that together a little bit better. And just to err on the side of the caution, if we move this all the way out to the end here, then if we tack it and it's still causing us grief, we can just thread it out. So let's just try to yeah, I think that's going to work. Let's just get it to the last thread here. Okay, so we're going to turn on our mix gas here. We got 1,500 pounds. We're sitting at just under 20 to the gun. This is the argon, which is for TIG. We don't want that on, so that's closed. Mixed gas is open all the way. And turn the welder on. Input voltage 240. And we're on MIG steel C25. And this is thin, so we're going to probably move this to like 8 3/16 probably, just to tack that. And we want probably a little bit hotter. Wire feed speed can stay there. Okay, that's where I'm going to try it. Let's throw a tack on here and see how it looks. I got my reading glasses on so I can see what I'm doing, because I'm pretty much not very good at seeing up close anymore. We're just kind of balancing this a bit so it's not don't want a bunch of torque on that while we're trying to weld that. Okay, let's tack this in place. Well, guess what? I think we got her. Threads in and out of there nicely now. Beauty. Okay. I think we've won. Let's put this back on the tractor and try it out. So there we go. We got it mounted back on the machine now. So basically, if you want to adjust this out, you turn this barrel now. You don't turn these separately, because that's how I think I wrecked the first one. So you adjust it out where you want it, and then basically this spins down and basically stops against the barrel, right, to hold it from vibrating and turning and adjusting it, right? This holds it all in place. So as you see there, that works nicely now. Better than not being able to move it at all. It's a little stiff, but I think it'll might get better a little bit over time, but you know what? It's better than what we had, and I can actually use it now. Hey, thanks for watching another episode of Maintenance with Mike. So that is fixing the top link on a 3-point hitch for a Kubota BX23S. As I said in the beginning of the video, I've already wrecked the original one that came with it. This was my second replacement, and I bent this up pretty good on the top piece, the top link attachment on the box blade. I lifted the box blade too high, bent this little tab back, so we zip cut it off, welded her up. Now we've got adjustment again, and we can turn this forward and back to lock it on the barrel. So thanks for watching another episode of Maintenance with Mike. If you like these videos, maybe consider subscribing to the channel, maybe consider sharing them with a family member or friend, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.